everybody, my name is Sally-Ann Spence and welcome to the Hills Quarry Products dig site in Surney Wick. Now we have various different people involved in this dig and one of them is Becca Logie-Inions. Hello Becca, how are you?
Hello, I'm not too bad, thank you.
Now what's brought you on this dig? That's a loaded question, isn't it?
So I did a paleontology degree undergraduate at Portsmouth and then I went and did a master's at Portsmouth, again in paleontology. That was about 4 years ago now I finished that. So this is a really nice refresher basically for me and just kind of get back into the world of paleontology and see what's going on and working with bigger things than I'm used to.
Yes, you really are. You're working with some mammoth size
Yes.
things, shall I say. So this dig we are doing here is pulling up material from both the Jurassic and the Ice Age. Please look back at our other videos and that will give you a setting, all the geology and everything for the site. We are videoing these live, raw and unedited from the field so you can experience the dig with us. So there might be anything happen at any time. So Becca, we visited you in a trench yesterday.
Yeah.
Where you were, did you find?
I did. I found a bison skull with
Yes.
a horn core attached, which is beautiful. And we're still excavating it and going down. So we don't know how far down this horn core goes, but at the moment it looks about that big. So very exciting.
Well, you've been finding some really amazing things because you haven't found this.
No.
But you found something virtually identical.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to get our camera woman. Today we have got Emily working the camera for us. Thank you, Emily. Can you come in and show everybody what we've got? And Becca, can you tell people what this is?
So this is a mammoth tooth. So I found one very similar yesterday after an excavator had been through. And I recognised it from the two straight parallel lines on the top. So we dug it up, most of it. It's still in situ, waiting to be removed this week. But yeah, it's a lovely example of a mammoth tooth, and you can tell it's a mammoth tooth because on the biting plate you've got these rough edges, and that's what distinguishes it from that and a paleoxodon, because they have flat edges.
So a paleoxodon is a straight-tusked elephant?
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. Which is bigger than the
I
steppe
believe
mammoth
so.
and the woolly mammoth, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
And we have all three on this site, so it's very exciting. So, that's wonderful.
It was a very good day for me yesterday. I hadn't
was.
found anything for the 10 days I've been here, then got a double whammy.
That's really impressive. Because you're living on site.
Yep.
So we have a tented village behind us, so everybody's having to live on site and take part in all the different things that are going on. What have you enjoyed most about the experience beyond the digging, the actual digging?
Beyond the digging, I think it's the community aspect. So you don't often get a sort of collection of nerds and specialists and people who are really fascinated by both rocks and fossils. We tend to be spotted around the country. So it's really nice to get to know people and current students who are coming up through the ranks and just having that engagement with a sort of community. That's really, really lovely, and I've been really enjoying it.
You've been enjoying it, good. And we've had lectures as well?
Yeah, lectures in the evening. So we've had one on chalk streams, careers in archaeology, all these different aspects that I think a lot of us hadn't maybe considered because they're not in the usual pipeline of curriculum in degrees. So it's just really nice to hear the other aspects, know the other options and solutions for careers, and just get to know everyone and what they do.
Absolutely. And we also have pop-up shops.
Oh yes. So
where people can bring various things along to sell, and you bring something along as well.
I do. So I have a small jewellery business called Geology by Becca. Bit of a pun there, but yeah, so I sell kind of scrunchies and fossil themed bits, and then I also use fossils that I found in the field and possibly might do some from here, which I then cast in pure like 999 silver, which is very beautiful.
Wow.
And people seem to enjoy.
Absolutely beautiful. I think that's lovely because we have hopefully going to do an exhibition at the end of this. We did at the end of the one last year. Cirencester Museum, the Carinium, they hosted it, and it was really nice to have people who had, alongside the specimens, had also done incredibly detailed drawings of some of the specimens and things like that. So to have that art, because I think, a lot of people will agree with me, art and science do go together. So it would be nice potentially to have
I
something that
absolutely
you've done from the dig.
Love the creative side, and I feel like when you start being creative, you really start looking at a fossil and you notice things you would never have seen before just by glancing at. You get the opportunity to work with them, and that's really nice.
Definitely. So what's next then for you?
So very excitingly, I'm about to start my PhD in Queens University Belfast in October, and I'm looking at reconstructing the vegetation history of the peat bogs, which are really important now for climate mitigation. So I'm really looking forward to using a lot of environmental proxies I haven't worked on before, including pollen, which I have worked on before, and just trying to use that to reflect back on today and how we can kind of conquer climate change or try and save these environments from our future.
Absolutely, absolutely, because things are changing towards how we use peat anyway,
Yeah,
and protecting it
exactly.
and everything. So that's going to be really exciting. And
Yes.
doing that particular research in Ireland,
Yeah.
perfect, because of all the amount of peat bogs and things you've got there. Well, Becca, I'm really glad you've enjoyed this experience.
Absolutely.
If you could say anything to Dr. Neville and Sally Hollingworth, who have been the lead project organisers, they have brought this whole thing together, what would it be?
I think it would just be a massive thank you, partly for the opportunity to work on this site and work with all these fossils and meet all these amazing people, and then partly for sort of the human side of it and how caring they are for all of us and how they look out for the community as well. And they've used it as an opportunity not just for the science, but to bring everyone together. And I think that's
100%.
really worthwhile.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do keep watching these videos. Thank you for that, Becca. Do keep watching these videos. We are constantly updating them and uploading them, and we are doing them both here around the site, up what we call topside, and also in the quarry itself, where we will hopefully be introducing you to more people and some very exciting finds as they happen. So keep following, and the hashtag is Taskforce.